What if the best electric SUV under $70,000 isn't made by BMW anymore? Mercedes just dropped the all-new GLC Electric, and it's not playing it safe. Longer range, a cabin that feels like a luxury apartment, and performance numbers that made BMW's iX3 team very nervous. But here's the thing, better on paper doesn't always mean better in real life. So today, we're finding out, is the new Mercedes GLC Electric finally the one to beat? Let's get into it.
All right, let's set the scene. Mercedes-Benz has been making luxury cars for over 100 years, and for most of that time, they've been untouchable in the premium segment. But the electric vehicle game? That's a different story. BMW got ahead early with the iX3, and Mercedes has been playing catch-up ever since, until now.
The all-new Mercedes GLC Electric is the brand's most serious answer to the electric SUV market yet. This isn't a rushed, half-baked EV slapped with a green badge. Mercedes went back to the drawing board, redesigned the platform, upgraded the battery, and built something that's meant to compete directly with the best in the segment. And in the US market right now, timing couldn't be more important. Buyers are ditching gas faster than ever. The luxury EV SUV space sitting between $55,000 and $75,000 is one of the hottest and most competitive spots in the entire auto industry. You've got BMW, Audi, Volvo, and Genesis all fighting for the same buyer. So where does the new GLC Electric fit in? Think of it this way. This is a car built for the American buyer who wants everything. The school run in the morning, the highway cruise on weekends, the valet moment outside a restaurant that makes heads turn. It's spacious, it's smart, and it looks like nothing else on the road right now. But the real question isn't whether it looks good on paper, it's whether it can actually outperform the BMW i3 where it matters most. And that's exactly what we're about to find out, starting with how this thing looks and feels in person.
Okay, let's get into the good stuff. First, the way this car looks. Pull up next to a GLC Electric and you'll notice something immediately. Mercedes didn't try to make it look like a spaceship. No crazy angles, no awkward aerodynamic wings, just clean, confident, modern luxury. The front grille is sealed because electric, but it doesn't feel like something's missing. It feels intentional. Sleek LED headlights stretch across the front, and the roofline flows back in a way that makes it look faster than it actually needs to be. Next to the BMW iX3, the GLC Electric looks more refined. The iX3 has that bold, polarizing kidney grille up front. Love it or hate it. The Mercedes plays it safer, and for most US buyers, that's actually a smarter move. Step inside, and this is where Mercedes really swings. The interior of the new GLC Electric is genuinely stunning. You're greeted by a massive 12.3-inch digital driver display paired with an 11.9-inch portrait-style MBUX touchscreen. That's Mercedes' infotainment system, and it's one of the best in the business. Everything responds fast, the menus are clean, and you can control almost everything with voice commands. The materials? Premium across the board. Soft touch surfaces, real wood trim options, ambient lighting that shifts colors depending on your drive mode. It feels less like a car and more like a moving living room. And space-wise, the GLC Electric is genuinely roomy. 5 adults can sit comfortably, and the trunk gives you enough room for a full family road trip. Practical luxury. That's the sweet spot. Now, performance and range. Here's where it gets interesting. The GLC Electric comes with a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup, pushing out around 381 horsepower. 0 to 60, just under 5 seconds. That's not supercar fast, but in a family SUV that weighs over 2 tons, it feels seriously quick in the real world. Range sits at an estimated 300 miles on a full charge. That's a big deal, because the BMW iX3, depending on the variant, comes in around 280 miles. That extra range might seem small on paper, but on a long highway drive from LA to San Francisco, you'll feel that difference. Charging is fast too. 200 kilowatt DC fast charging means you're adding roughly 100 miles in about 20 minutes at a compatible station. For US buyers who rely on road trips, that's a genuine advantage. Safety and tech, Mercedes didn't cut corners. Standard driver assistance features include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and a surround view camera system. The higher trims add semi-autonomous driving capability, basically hands-free on compatible highways. One standout feature? Mercedes' new augmented reality navigation system. Arrows overlaid directly onto the live camera view of the road ahead. So instead of staring at a map, you're literally seeing where to turn. It sounds like a gimmick? It isn't. It's genuinely useful. And the price? Here's where things get real. The GLC Electric starts at around $62,000 in the US market. Fully loaded, you're looking at closer to $75,000. That puts it right in BMW iX3 territory, which starts at a similar price point. So they're evenly matched on cost. But are they evenly matched everywhere else? Not quite. And that's where the highlights and the drawbacks come in. Because as impressive as the GLC Electric is, there are a couple of things Mercedes still hasn't figured out, and one of them might actually be a deal breaker for some buyers. All right, this is the moment you've been waiting for. We've seen the specs, we've walked through the features, but now it's time to talk about what actually matters, what this car gets absolutely right, and where it quietly lets you down. Let's start with the wins, because there are some big ones. That 300-mile range isn't just a number, it's freedom. In real-world highway driving conditions, the GLC Electric held up impressively close to its rated range. No dramatic drop-off in cold weather like some competitors, no anxiety-inducing battery drain on the freeway, just consistent, reliable electric range that genuinely competes with the best in its class. And that interior? It's not just pretty, it's functional. The MBUX system is one of the fastest, most intuitive infotainment setups on the market right now. Compared to the iX3's iDrive system, which is excellent, don't get us wrong, the Mercedes feels slightly more modern, slightly more refined. It's the kind of cabin that makes you want to sit in traffic just a little less. The augmented reality navigation? Genuinely game-changing once you use it. First time a turn arrow appeared overlaid on the actual road ahead, it felt like the future had arrived, quietly, without making a fuss. So after everything we've seen, where do we land? Here's the honest truth. The new Mercedes GLC Electric is the best version of this car Mercedes has ever made. And in a market that's getting more competitive by the month, that actually means something. If you're a US buyer who prioritizes cabin quality, real-world range, and that unmistakable Mercedes presence, this is your car. The interior alone justifies serious consideration. The 300-mile range removes the anxiety, and the performance, while not jaw-dropping, is more than enough for everything daily American life throws at it. But, and this is important, it's not a clean sweep. If you do long interstate road trips regularly and charging network access is a top priority for you right now, the BMW iX3 still holds a practical edge. BMW's charging partnerships across the US are broader, more established, and more convenient for the true road tripper. And if rear passenger space matters, maybe you're a tall family, the iX3's slightly more upright roofline gives those backseat riders a little more breathing room. So here's the buying advice, plain and simple. Go with the GLC Electric AMG line trim. It hits the sweet spot. You get the upgraded interior finishes, the augmented reality navigation, and the performance package without crossing into the $75,000 territory of the fully loaded spec. It's where this car makes the most sense financially and experientially. If you're cross-shopping with the iX3, test drive both, seriously, because on paper they're close, but behind the wheel they feel different in ways that matter. One feels like a precision instrument, the other feels like a luxury sanctuary. Only you know which one fits your life. The bigger picture? Mercedes just sent a very clear message to the entire luxury EV segment. They're not playing catch-up anymore. And that's going to push every competitor to raise their game, which, honestly, is great news for all of us. The electric SUV war is just getting started, and we are here for it. If this helped you make a smarter decision, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Drop a comment below. Are you Team Mercedes or Team BMW? We read every single one. And if you're new here, subscribe because we've got a lot more head-to-head reviews coming very soon. Don't miss them.